Warning. Coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Sorry, the previous messages that were in chat have actually gone for my end, so I don't actually know what people might have said in chat before the game actually crashed. So if there's something that I haven't responded to, if you could please retype your comment, that would be appreciated. Then I can actually respond to what you said. Sorry about that. I had to refresh my own page as well, and when I did, my chat was cleared. Welcome on in, Zereth. How's things going? Like clockwork, Max. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, there must be something specific to this game. I reckon there's probably some kind of thing where if the game detects that it's being streamed, after a certain amount of time, it'll automatically crash the game, knowing that on the PlayStation, it'll actually end your stream. Because I streamed Vampire for hours the other day, and that was after I applied the fix to prevent games from crashing, because that game was crashing too. And that game didn't crash at all. I just found it ironic that as I was talking to let people know that the game would probably could potentially crash, that it did actually crash.
Service bridge now operational.
Biko, how embarrassing. You always wait for the stream to go back online without refreshing the page. Oh, that's all good, Biko. Max crazy the crashes on a schedule. It really is, actually. Like, that's just crazy. I think it was 972 was the passcode for this. Nice. My memory remembered.
I know what caused the crash. It must have been the wind. Also, I think Rod was muted.
In Soviet Russia, chat clears you. Thanks for redeeming that Bane impression, Zereth. And I don't know when I might have been muted, but I might have been muted on purpose. Because as you know, I don't like to chew on stream. And I only actually have my mic on when I have something to say or someone to respond to. So I don't know when I might have been muted, but it was probably under one of those contexts. Plus the game had actually crashed too, as well. Yeah, Keone, crash out. Remembering about remembering when you remember that you need to remember. Oh, Zereth, you might have been thinking about the start of the new stream when I wasn't saying anything. But yeah. I feel like I'm constantly being examined about whether I've got the mic muted or not. I mean, if it's been like 10 minutes and I haven't actually responded to anyone's message, then I may have accidentally muted the mic without meaning to.
the audio log of weapon analyst Teresa Chazar, dated November...
Attention. All personnel evacuate the facility. Hazard doors sealed. Please contact plant management for immediate assistance. Warning. Reactor core temperature 235 degrees Celsius.
Zereth, there was a game called Remember Me, but you forget there actually is a game called Remember Me. For failing the game's an AI, it's programmed to crash every time Rod mentions it. Zereth, you're joking. The crash crashed, crashing crashes when crashing crashes. Max, it's Poota's fault.
Attention. All personnel evacuate the facility. Warning. Reactor core temperature 585 degrees Celsius. Warning. Reactor core temperature beyond acceptable levels.
Marine, you gotta find that transmission card. If Swan gets his hands on it, I don't know what he'll do.
The game Remember Me is by the makers of Life is Strange 1, Don't Nod. Oh yep, yeah, they also did that vampire game, Vampire, that I played. The show was funny yesterday when you were watching the Xbox thing, they showed the Outer Worlds 2 and at the end there was literally a BFG 9000 kind of gun you can use in that game. It even looks the same when you shoot it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never actually even played the first one. But that's funny. BFG. I like in this game how they were talking about the BFG, and by the very nature of the B and the F and the G standing for big fucking gun, it would imply that it's a really, really heavy gun. And the irony is that in this game, the guy was talking about it and saying how it was actually lighter to carry than the previous versions of the BFG.
Warning. Reactor core temperature 900 degrees Celsius.
Do you see the card?
No, sir.
Okay, let's get to the communications facility. We can stop the transmission from there.
Whatever you say, Counselor.
Coolant rod 2 online.
Yeah, Mr. Epic, that was quite cool. Zereth, the BFG got made into a BFLG, a big fucking lighter gun. That's true. Mr. Epic, who doesn't want a more portable BFG? Exactly, you know. Keone, you can hear Arnie saying, I need a big fucking gun. Yeah. Zereth, get to the BFG. Oh, look, Rod is stable. I won't necessarily be streaming for another 2 hours because the game will crash before it hits the 2-hour mark. But I want to make sure that I end this stream with an actual ending.
Hazard doors now open.
Zereth. They said to give treatment, but didn't say what to give him. Mr. Epic, now that you remember, there was also a BFG you could get in Rage 2 in almost the beginning of the game. It falls down in a comet, and if you go there, you can pick it up. You never finished the game. You got bored. Oh, that's definitely fair. Yeah, there's no point sticking with a game if it's just going to bore you. Zereth, the BFG's in the Doom board game too. I didn't realize there was a Doom board game. That's interesting. Biko, that is funny. One of the funniest things about computing, hamster-powered computers. Technology is advanced these days, but still crashes. The hamsters still get tired. Oh, that's true as well. You know, they got to have their rest. Zereth, that goes ham, stir crazy. It really, really does. And in Maniac Mansion, if you go to put a hamster in a microwave, it says something like, "Are you crazy? Those things are full of cholesterol." Hey Adam, welcome on in. Doom, let's go, have fun. I definitely am. Unfortunately, with this game, it keeps crashing almost 2 hours into each stream session. So it's been annoying in that regard, but I've been enjoying this game because years ago I gave it a shot but didn't get into it, so I abandoned it and didn't get very far in it.
Hey. Over here. We were hit. I don't know how much farther I can go. Here. Take the transmission card. We can't stay here. Isn't safe. We better move. No!
So I gave it another shot for this marathon, and I'm enjoying it. It was mainly the approach, adding some slower paced survival horror elements to it, and I thought at the time, this doesn't really feel like Doom. Whoops. Hang on. I didn't even press the button to shoot, and it shot. Hey there, Rosie. I heard you could play this in VR. That'd be interesting. Playing any Doom game in VR would be kind of like very, very unsettling, I imagine. Biko Thief has announced another game in VR. Okay. They're all getting on the VR train now. Yeah, it's been really weird, Adam, like that. There's been other games on the PlayStation that have crashed on me. There was a video that Lidus sent to me that had a fix with the PlayStation to go into certain settings, and the settings it said to turn off, I hadn't actually turned off, and they were on. And so I did those changes, and then when I streamed Vampire last time, there was no crashes. And that was another game that was crashing. And so I thought, oh, cool, it's fixed it. So I was like, all other games that were crashing probably won't crash anymore. But this game crashed, and I thought, okay. But there must be something, there could be something else unrelated to the settings I changed that might have fixed Vampire from crashing, because it might have been something that was needed to prevent Vampire from crashing. But maybe there's something different that's causing Doom 3 to crash. And I had a thought that maybe it's related to, because it always seems to be the same amount of time before it actually crashes. And so it makes me feel like they've done something with this game where if you're streaming it directly from your console, after a while it detects that you've streamed for a certain amount of time, and then it crashes the game because it doesn't want you to stream the full game or something. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know if anyone else who streams directly from their PlayStation has those problems. But if you were streaming with remote play, or using your graphics card on your computer and using OBS, then it would bypass the problem completely. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this version. And I had, before this stream, gotten up to the same point I was at last week, but on the Xbox version. But after applying that fix, I thought, oh, it worked for Vampire, hopefully it will work for Doom 3. And it didn't. So I thought, bugger it, I'll just put up with the fact that it crashes the stream as well every almost 2 hours, and just keep on going through the game till I get it finished. But I know in the future though that if I want to do a playthrough of this game, that I need to do the Xbox version instead. Rosie Poorguy wasn't Doomguy enough. That's true. Yeah, they definitely did a whole big difference. Mr. Epic, that's Wolverine's voice actor. Oh, is it? Cool. I didn't realize. Zereth, and they call you a Doom. Rosie, God, Doom Eternal in VR, what a ride. Now that'd be a workout. Oh, would it? That's another game in the series I haven't actually played yet. I'm looking forward to it though. But yeah, I imagine that game in VR might be the same too. Mr. Epic, remember AC Syndicate screen twitching on PlayStation 5 before they fixed it? Oh yeah, that's true. But there's even other glitches that happen too. Ah, Keiko Demon. Hello. Oh no, Pain Elemental. That's what it was. Pain Elemental. That makes sense considering we've just gotten to the point where Lost Souls have become an enemy. Makes sense that that would be what it was. Fuck. Okay, so you get air canisters here. Alright.
Marine, get your ass to the communications facility as quickly as possible. You've got to get that message to the fleet.
Azura, think Gimli when you read that. And they call Adum. Is that the comment you're meaning? Hey Placenta, welcome on in. I hope things are going well. Rosie, low current Doom guy cares little about oxygen. He shot himself out of a BFG from Earth to Mars. Maybe we could sell that concept to billionaire tourists. Maybe, Rosie, yeah. That's a good point. Zereth, call it a mine. A mine! Oh, okay. Gimli says so many things in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I had no idea which one you were specifically meaning until you mentioned it. Call it a mine. A mine! And they call it a doom. A doom! There we go. But doom instead of the mines, yeah. Steve Hammer.
Steve Hammer, service technician. Since Private Swenson wigged out, shot up that drink machine, then lit himself up with a plasma gun, we've all been a bit nervous. All of us in maintenance knew he was losing it. Finally, when that darn drink machine wouldn't accept his credits, he lost it. Started swearing up and down, and you had to laugh when that machine lit up, but before any of us could react, he fed himself enough plasma to power an office building. There wasn't enough head to clean up, just vapor. It's a bad thing to happen to anyone. Anyway, I know with all the psych problems we've had lately, we need the additional security, but when the guards start going nuts, I don't know, all this extra weapons and ammunition, I mean, do we really need so much firepower laying around? Well, a couple of us decided to lock up all of the unsecured plasma rounds we could find. The code is 734. I think we'll all sleep a bit better tonight knowing it's locked up.
Matthew Morton, Warren Swenson. Steve, I'm still shaken from that incident with Swenson. When I close my eyes, I still see that look on his face in the instant between the impact of the plasma and when his head turned to blue vapor. I don't think I'll ever be able to sleep again. I never liked him. I don't know who was crazy enough to give him a plasma gun, but no one should go that way. The worst of it is I've seen a lot of folks who seem more on edge than Swenson was. Something needs to be done. Why should we lock up the ammo in one of the storage lockers for starters? Sorry, we should lock up the ammo in one of the storage lockers for starters. You pick the code. Make sure you file a report too. Eric Grossman. Let's help this poor girl. Guys, this isn't a chain letter, but a choice for all of us to save a little girl that's going to die of a serious and fatal form of cancer. Please send this to everyone you know, or don't know at that. This little girl has 6 months to live of her life, and as a last wish, she wanted to send a chain letter telling everyone to live their life to the fullest, since she never will. She'll never make it to prom, graduate school, or get married and have a family of her own. By you sending this to as many people as possible, you can give her and her family a little hope. Because with every name that is sent to her, the UAC will donate 3 credits per name to her treatment and recovery plan. One guy sent this to 500 people, so I know that we can send it to at least 5 or 6. Come on, guys. If you're too selfish to waste 10 to 15 minutes in scrolling this and forwarding it to everyone, just think it could be you one day, and it's not even your credits, just your time. Please help this little girl out, guys. I know you can do it. I love you guys. Nice one, Rosie. Undertaker Doom Guy. Burial, cremation, or shotgun? Motherfucking chainsaw, what? A chainsaw, what? A motherfucking chainsaw, what? But boom, boom, so come and get it. Chainsaw, self-powered chain blade cutting tool, part of a shipment incorrectly routed to the Mars Dropship Distribution Center. James Holiday. Ron Ridge, those damn chainsaws. Hey James, what are we going to do with all those chainsaws? We've got 2 shipments of excess medical equipment coming in very soon and we're going to need the space. I can't believe someone misshipped those things. I can't think of a more useless piece of equipment than a chainsaw on Mars. Anyway, you got to help me get rid of these beaver tooths. Thanks. Shipping Authority. Site 1 needs. The UAC has terminated all research at Site 1. This includes the McNeil projects. Arrangements for transportation and storage of useful equipment should be made immediately. Shipping Authority.
This is the audio log of Controller James Holiday, dated September 24th, 2145. The recent transport issues from Site 3 have caused the board to call a formal inquiry. We'll study weight limits and suggest better ways to provide protection for Site 3 artifacts. Our equipment... God damn it, these PDAs, does anything work with these? Finish this later.
This is the audio log of Officer Ron Ridge, dated October 16, 2145. Recent transport tunnel accidents are causing major headaches for both supply and maintenance. Each accident causes an estimated 1 to 3 hour delay in what are mostly time-sensitive shipments. It's becoming evident that certain junctions need safety adjustments as well as recommitment to driving safety by all personnel. The MPRO to Com Center route has shown the biggest increase in accidents over the past 6 months. Safety signs and improved lighting are needed throughout the main junctions over the stretch of tunnels and paths. Absolutely, no recreational vehicle passage should be allowed during peak hours. All personnel should use monorail travel whenever possible to keep cargo shipments flowing smoothly.
UAC Authority, Maintenance Lift Access Registration. Ron, we need you to enforce maintenance lift access restrictions from this point forward. Several of these lifts can be used to gain entry into areas that are off-limits to the personnel that might only have maintenance access. Please see to it that this is enforced. Sincerely, UAC Authority. James Holiday. This is in response to the message I already read before. His response is, Ron, I don't have any idea what to do with those things. Why don't you throw them down the chasm near MPRO like you did that other shit? James. Oh, that's great, Mr. Goethe. I'm glad that you enjoy those Assassin's Creed emotes. That's right, Dr. Darling. In this game, you can't be too careful. Any dead body might rise up and become a zombie.
Service lift called to station.
Yeah, Lotus. Didn't like the way that skeleton was looking. It was laughing at the Doom Marine. How's things, dude?
Service lift called to station.
Hey, Shaky. How's it going?
Service lift called to station.
Lotus, the amount of bullshit while doing time attacks. Extreme and Soul Calibur 2 was so bullshit that the frame data shouldn't have recognized a hit, but it doesn't. And it should have recognized a hit, but it doesn't. And the way the game robbed you of more than once is bullshit. That sounds extremely very frustrating, dude, to have to go through that. Sorry to hear that that's happening with it. I'm glad to hear that you're going well otherwise. As for me, things are going good. I'll be ending the stream soon-ish because this game is crashing when it gets close to every 2 hours of stream. Yeah, this game still is crashing, even though Vampire stopped crashing. So I think there's something else with this game that's different to what was fixed.
Service lift called to station.
The sense you're playing House Flipper right now, quite addictive. You buy houses, renovate them, and kit them out, then sell for profit. Oh, that's cool. I've heard of that game before. It's interesting that they turn that kind of real-world concept into a game. But then again, a lot of real-life scenarios are being put into games as simulators.
Service lift called to station.
That's true, Lidus, yeah. There could be something with this game and the streaming software where it's like the game detects how long you've been streaming and decides to end the game session because it doesn't want you streaming streaming the game or something. It's possible, but not 100% likely.
Maintenance exit now accessible.
Thanks for the welcome back, monster.
Service lift called to station.
The game crashed again. But I'm going to actually end the stream properly when I want to, earlier than the time it usually is taking for the game to crash. This is the PlayStation 5 version, Monster Rage. That's okay, Biko, no worries at all. Hey there, Scar. I don't have the original Doom 3, no. Not on PC. This is the PlayStation 5 version. Absolution, sorry man, you got a Doom of a fart to rip. Good thing I can't smell it through the internet. How's things, Absolution? Absolution, good man. How goes the rip and tear horror style? It's going good. Definitely a more survival horror approach with this one, although you can still, of course, rush around and have multiple enemies firing at you at once and all that kind of stuff. But I'm enjoying this game. I'm liking it on my second playthrough. Well, I should say my first playthrough, because the first time I played it, I didn't actually finish it. But for my first playthrough of it, I've actually enjoyed it more than I did in the small amount of time I played it years ago. Oh, nice, Scar. That's good. I'm glad that you're going good today. That's awesome. Zereth, it's the wooden Doom. Doom tree. Dun dun dun. Gotta watch out for that. Need to use the chainsaw for it. Monster, oh, you played the PS5 version, only played BFG edition on PS3 and Xbox 360. Yeah, so I think this is the PS5 version. Because you never know sometimes, because PS4 games, of course, being backwards compatible on the PS5. But yeah, I haven't played the other versions, though. I think the version I did play a little bit of was the Xbox version, but I never actually played it enough.
Marine, are you at the communications facility yet? You gotta get that message to the fleet now. And watch out for Campbell and Swan. Those UAC suits don't give a damn about what happens to any of us. Now get a move on.
Power fluctuations in main communications router 48A6. Attempting insulation reroute. primary communication systems offline. Attempt to configure secondary tower failed. Communication system overload. Communications shut down.
Zereth, you're waiting for a Tic Tac delivery from Amazon. Oh yeah. They're nice, those Tic Tacs. I like the orange flavored ones.
Marine, Delta System computers are showing all off-base communication down. It's that fool Swan, isn't it? You're gonna have to find another way to send that message. Make your way to the satellite room and manually establish a link from there. Base schematics are showing the quickest way through engineering. You can't fail, Marine. Get that message sent.
Those old dial-up sounds. Haven't heard them for a friggin' long time. Zereth, these are cherry cola ones. That'd be interesting to try, actually. Wonder if we actually have them here in Australia, that flavour. Because we've got the regular one and the orange flavoured one. Seamus J. Blake. Crater Music, your receipt. Order total $269.83. Billed to Universal Credit. Crater Classic Music thanks you for your order. Those who purchased your selection, Champagne Tomiko by the Seven Sex, also purchased The Head on My Tongue by Hellish Dragons and the 20th Century Classics various artists. Please retain for your records. The entire Crater team thanks you. Carl Roper. Question. Hey Seamus, what the hell is up with the sentry boss to the station in engineering? I thought you told me this was a better place to work than admin. Why do you get to hang around the main communications room while I'm stuck down here? Later, Carl. Maybe because Seamus was the one who was doing what you're doing now, but didn't want to do it anymore, so suckered you into being the one to have to do it.
This is the audio log of Technician Seamus, dated October 16th, 2145. Our relatively new remote module replacement procedures are taking some time for maintenance technicians to adjust to. In the long run, it's a much safer, quicker, and easier method. Once a technician receives a call, he simply locates the problem module and gives a replacement command through the remote terminal located in the main comm block. This will initiate the replacement procedure as well as create a repair report, which notifies the repair team of an incoming module. Some minor repairs can be done on-site with normal equipment. I'm hoping the new system will need less and less use once the source of the recent power fluctuations is located and solved. The system is built to handle most other things with its automated recovery systems.
That's right, Absolution, yeah. It'll be my second playthrough of Quantum Break. The last time was a few years back, and at the time I hadn't actually played Control yet. So there's things that are in Quantum Break that actually foreshadow some things in Control. And so, now having played Control a few times, since my first playthrough of Quantum Break, it's going to be interesting revisiting Quantum Break now, and having even more things that I'll be able to pick out and notice that were foreshadowing things in Control, but also Alan Wake 2 as well. Now that we have Alan Wake 2, So that'll be interesting. And I can't remember now what choices I made in my first playthrough though, because I don't actually have the VODs for it. So I've got no idea, but maybe I can get a clue in my save file that I have on the Xbox version. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to replaying it again. And it's one of those games too where you have the game and then you play a bit of the game, and then at the end of a particular point you then have to watch a live action episode that goes for about half an hour, I think, and then it goes to the game again, and back and forth and back and forth. So it is broken up a bit with live action segments, which might not be for every person, but it's something that gives you more information about what's happening in the story, and you follow other characters. And some of what you do in gameplay choices actually gets reflected in what you'll see in an episode. So obviously they filmed multiple different scenes for each episode that reflect what thing you did in the game. So if you made one specific choice over another, the results of that choice will actually play out in the live action episode that will follow afterwards as well. Yeah, Biko, I think, like with Alan Wake 1, with Quantum Break, I don't think Remedy owns the full rights to Quantum Break. And so when they do things in Alan Wake 2 that, well, they have to reference the Quantum Break game by doing other things. For example, in Alan Wake 2, the actor who plays Sheriff Breaker is Sean Ashmore, and Sean Ashmore plays the main character in Quantum Break. And Courtney Hope, who plays Beth Wilder in Quantum Break, she plays Jessie in Control. And so in Alan Wake 2, there's a reference to Jessie from Control, and it also plays into like parallel realities and all that kind of stuff. So as yet, I think Remedy don't have the full rights to Quantum Break. But if they ever do, like what happened with Alan Wake 1, then maybe in the future they'll be able to do a re-release of Quantum Break on multiple systems.
believe the source of the invasion was from the main portal here in Delta. After you send that transmission, get here as quickly as possible.
This is the audio log of Officer Ben Wolf, dated October 7th, 2145. Recent unauthorized transmissions have been uncovered in the off-site redundant logs. These logs are usually not validated, but an unscheduled audit has shown significant activity. More investigating will be done to get to the bottom of this matter. Particularly interesting are transmission blocks D4560 and DE3288, which have no links to base systems. More to follow.
MartianBuddy.com. Join now and save 20%. Dear radar enthusiast, you're being offered a one-time exclusive opportunity to become part of the most exciting subject in the solar system, radar technology. Please take this opportunity to save 20% off of our normal prices. If you feel this is for you, please respond immediately. Martian Buddy, where you save. Security Authority. Request security access. To Security Authority, I hereby formally request access to secure areas in the communications facility. As an officer, I feel this is necessary. Sincerely, Ben Wolf. The request for communication security access is granted. Officers are now allowed access to Level 2 security areas. Communication cabinet code is 246. Lattice, extremely quick finish. 187 finish extreme time attack in under 5 minutes. This is the achievement you're trying to get, among others, but you're getting robbed. You record it to YouTube and tag me in it. Oh, nice, dude. Cool. Yeah, definitely do that. I'd be interested to see. But yeah, so you got to get, like, 25 extremely quick finishes and 187 and then the time attack in under 5 minutes. Damn. Oh, you should finish extreme time attack in under 5 minutes. 16 stages, is it? Oh, damn. On very hard mode. I did, Lattice, yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was good timing with the sound effect as well.
computer system shows Swan and Campbell are still in the area. Watch out for them. Get that transmission sent.
Manual uplink established.
Brent Davis, quiz night. Finchy, don't forget that the trivia quiz night is this Wednesday. Do yourself a favor and brush up on the Shakespeare, mate. If we lose to those twits in administration again, we'll never hear the end of it. Brent. Stephen Finch, on your way home. Hey bro, Mom told me you were heading home in a week or so. I bet you can't wait for that, can ya? I've been pretty busy down here. Little Annie is almost 9 now. Can you believe that? Diane and I are thinking about another one soon. We're gonna have to move into a double-wide orbiter. Anyway, I won't keep you. See you soon, Flapper. Lattice, you were swiping back and forth to see when the gorilla would appear, so that was lucky on your part. Glad you liked it. You shall upload it and tag your channels, Twitch, YouTube as well. Well, thank you, dude. And that can be the thing too, getting that, like, timing right as well, and having to check back and forth, you know. But you did a great job. That was well done.
Marine, you hear me? Back off from that console. Do not call for reinforcements. We don't know what the hell is going on here, and until we do, this area remains under UAC control. Cancel that transmission.
Satellite connection established.
You fool! You have no idea what you just did. If the creatures get hold of those ships, who knows what can happen? You might have endangered all of Earth. I'm going to Delta to stop this. Don't get naughty.
Transmission successful.
Excellent work, Marine. Reinforcements will be here soon. I'll wait for you here at Delta. Get here as quickly as possible.
And this is where I'm going to call it a stream day, because the game will probably crash again. So to preemptively prevent the game from crashing and then ending the stream when I don't want it to end, I'm going to actually end it officially here. So I just want to thank you everyone for watching the stream. We're going to go and raid out to Shillerlock, who's playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Before I actually raid out, though, I'd like to give some shout-outs. Lidus, thank you. Although you feel like you're still an amateur. Oh, dude. Like a lot of stuff, you know, the more that you try, you know, the best, it's the best approach, you know, and just have practice and, you know, test out different things. Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, you fool. You have doomed us all. That would have been good. That would have been a good time for them to do a pun on the name of the game. You've doomed us all. That's okay for the stream, Biko and Lidus, and you as well, Keone. That's no problem at all. Lidus Rod loves cliffhangers. I definitely do, but yeah, I'm going to preemptively end my stream officially. Zereth, and they call it a stream. A stream! Exactly, Zereth. That's okay for the stream, Zereth? Keone, why, Doom, why? Amita, thanks for the stream. Have a good one. Catch you next time. Absolutely, Amita. Thank you so very much for being here too. Thank you everyone for watching. You're a Space Marine, Octavius, lady nicknamed Doom Guy, Mars, Moon Base, and when a portal hell opens, you fight demons with guns and grit. Exactly, Octavius. That's it. Right, so if you have any clips you want me to edit, please let me know. I definitely will if I do, Lidus, for sure. Okay, so hopefully I can get my shout-outs and everything in before the game crashes. Would like to highly recommend people check out the following streamers. Oops, I've got more to add. I'd like to highly recommend people check out the following streamers. Absolution, who does games like The Hulk, Inmita, who's doing The Witcher 3, 100%, no HUD, no looking at the map, and no fast travel. Crocodiles is doing a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Revelations. He actually finished it. Coming up on his channel are games like Pentiment and perhaps Assassin's Creed Chronicles China as well, as part of his historical order run. Lidus, who does a lot of retro games, he's a big fan of fighting games as well, especially Mortal Kombat. Lucinda is doing Resident Evil 6 as part of her Resident Evil Marathon. Mr. Gote is a streamer of games like Banish's Ghost of New Eden. Scar is playing games like Days Gone. Shaky is playing Far Cry 6. AC is doing Dead by Daylight. Arctic Smash has been doing some Days Gone Remastered. And Permagamer has been doing some Destiny 2. So highly recommend checking out those streamers if you haven't before. No problem at all, Lidus. Yeah, the next stream that you'll see from me will be Tomb Raider. I'm going to be finishing off my Leapfrog challenge. I decided to finish it off with my Tuesday. That way I can get it done ahead of Saturday. So on Saturday, it'll be Tomb Raider 2. So if you see me streaming Tomb Raider 1, doing my Leapfrog challenge, then you know it's become Tuesday. No worries at all for the shout out, Lidus. Absolutely no trouble at all. And no worries at all for the stream and the shout out as well, Senny. No problem, Crooked. And same to you as well, Anita. No problem at all for the shout out. Absolution, no trouble at all for the shout out either. No problem at all. See you when you see me? Absolutely. Definitely will. Here's a general raid message that people can feel free to copy and paste. And I've also got I've got a raid message for subscribers as well. Thank you once again everyone for watching the stream. I really do appreciate that a lot. The next stream you'll see from me will be Tomb Raider 1. Then on Wednesday I'll be starting Quantum Break. That'll be my that'll be my Wednesday and Thursday game. Then on Friday, Until Dawn, the original, celebrating its 10th anniversary with Phase 1, getting all the collectibles. So that's all the clues and all the totems. And then on Saturday and Sunday, Tomb Raider 2. Hope that everyone has a great rest of your day. And the next stream of Doom 3 will be next Monday. Thanks for watching. Until next time.